What's going on, Cam fam? As you all know, I've been playing Diablo 4 for a couple of weeks now, and I'm starting to feel like I'm not so much a noob like I used to be. I'm dead. Whoa. Oh! You didn't see that. Anyway, in a short time frame, I went from 0 to still kind of a 0, but not a 0, if you get what I'm saying.
Agreed.
Now, the whole purpose of this video is just to show you all my build that I call the Ice King.
Let me get this straight. You're hitting on me.
No!
Oh, she's definitely hitting on me.
Not that Ice King, silly. This Ice King. Alright, let's get into the skill tree. Now keep in mind, this is my very first build on Diablo ever, so some of this may change as I get further and further into the end game. Alright, starting from the top, we have the Frostbolt, gave it 4 out of 5, then we moved over to Enhanced Frostbolt, and then I went to the right and went with the Glinting Frostbolt, just to give me a little bit more mana control. Next, we have the Frozen Orb maxed out, then we went with the Enhanced Frozen Orb, and then the Greater Frozen Orb. Now, the reason I went with this was just really for an experiment, because I see a lot of sorcerers using ice shards, but I wanted just to try something different. I do a lot of damage with the frozen orbs, especially the mobs and bosses from what I've seen recently. I want you guys to let me know what you think about frozen orbs in comparison to ice shards. I know ice shards does god tier damage in the end game, but I want to see, how do you feel about it, frozen orbs in the end game at least, compared to ice shards? Moving on, we have Devastation set at 2 out of 3. I may upgrade that if I get another skill point from the Renown grind. We have Frost Nova set to 3 out of 5. Hopefully I can find some better armor in World Tier 3 that caters to that, gives me like +2 on Frost Nova, but we'll see. Also went with Shimmering Frost Nova again, just for more mana control. It helps to have that mana regenerated as I'm using it. Next, we have Ice Armor maxed all the way out. I use this a lot during fights. It kind of has made me into a tanky mage, I would say, but definitely has that mana regeneration, and it also freezes enemies that hit me while I'm in this. And again, I do hella damage to frozen enemies. Moving on to Conjuration. I don't have any actual frozen conjuration skills. Nani? I used to use it, but it really wasn't helpful for me, especially when I was fighting bosses. It just felt like I could use those skill points elsewhere. On to the mastery section. Icy Veil is maxed out along with Snap Freeze. We need both of those. Frost skills, having a chance to instantly freeze, and that barrier duration increase is definitely helpful. Gotta use Blizzard along with the enhanced damage. And your core skills costing less mana, definitely need that. Again, that's more mana control. In the ultimate section, we have Deep Freeze completely filled out. Definitely need that ultimate. Helps with mobs and just gives me some time to heal up and reset if need be. Permafrost is maxed out. Hoarfrost is 2 out of 3. Frigid Breeze is 1 out of 3. I don't really use that too much, but it's good to have for me. And Icy Touch is 2 out of 3. Again, just doing more cold damage to vulnerable enemies. Definitely need to stack that as much as possible. And my passive, I have Avalanche. Again, definitely need that. That's mana control. The possibility of not losing any mana when using a Frozen Orb or a Blizzard definitely comes in clutch. On to the Paragon board. This is completely new for me. So I had to stay up a few nights trying to study and understand what the heck is going on, because I read that this can make or break your build. So definitely wanted to make sure I did this right. I'm still on my starter board, so as you know, I recently just hit 50 a couple of days ago. I'm currently 55, about to be 56 at the time of this video. So definitely looking forward to trying to get as much as my Paragon board is filled out before the new season starts as possible. Hey, let's talk enchantments. So I have 2 enchantment slots, of course. And in the first one, I have the Ice Armor enchantment, which basically gives me a chance to form ice armor when I get hit. and blizzard enchantment, which forms a blizzard over me every 15 seconds, and that lasts for 6 seconds. Really helps during fights when that random ice armor appears, and when that random blizzard comes. Again, I can freeze people, and again, I do max damage freezing, so all of those really feel like they come in clutch. But let me know what enchantments you guys are rocking. Doesn't matter if you're a sorcerer or not. Let me know what type of enchantments you guys rock. On to the stat sheet and the armor. Looking at my profile, I am indeed a dirty, dirty opportunist.
I'm a dirty boy! I'm a dirty boy!
But attack power, that's relatively low for my liking. I'm definitely going to work on increasing that. My armor is dummy high. That's why I said I was like a tanky mage kind of. Life is going to increase, of course, when we do our Paragon board. All of my armor is legendary. I managed to find me some, sacred unique boots recently, like a day ago in a dungeon, so I was definitely stoked on that. Been playing around with the occultist a lot, starting to imprint items. I'm missing the item that allows me to re-roll things, but hopefully I find that sometime soon, because there is some good armor I find, but it's all for fire. So hopefully if I can re-roll that, I'll be really pleased with that. But yeah, those boots are stacked. I was stoked on those. Got a sacred legendary staff. I think I got that from a dungeon as well, but that is pretty decked out. Overpower damage on that. Few legendary rings. I hope to find another one that has like some decent frozen effects, but we'll see. And this amulet is dope. The frozen orb aspect is so good. All right. Moving on to the nitty gritty, the details, the stats, like the real numbers of the build. I'm not going to speak on all of these stats because we'll be here all night and we got things to do, but I'll definitely let this clip play in the background. One stat that I'm really liking is the overpower damage. I'm definitely seeing that pop up a lot more in fights, especially when I attack bosses when they're in their vulnerable state. So definitely want to see if I can increase the overpower chance. I have to research that some more. I'm not too familiar with that portion, but definitely like that damage a whole bunch. And I do a decent amount of damage to crowd control enemies as well. But hey, in the comments, let me know what type of build you're rocking, what class that you go with, what enchantments you have. You don't have to be a sorcerer. Just let me know, share. I want to learn from you guys because, again, I'm completely new to this game. So this is my build as of now. As I get to a higher level, I'm pretty sure some of this might change, but who knows? I might end up becoming a frozen orb god and just not changing anything about the build at all. But like always, like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys for taking the time out to watch the content. Again, I typically stream Monday through Friday, so if y'all want to pull up and play, send me your friend requests. I'll throw it in the description. We can definitely get some games in, run some dungeons. Just let me know. I'm trying to get as high as I possibly can before the new season starts. July 20th, I just heard. But yeah, appreciate you guys for taking the time out. Until next time, peace out, y'all.